I'd like to invite officially Air Vice Marshal D. Ladan, please, to the stage, sir.
Hello, Africa. Tell me how you doing.
I also want to invite at this point, Mr. DJ, I also want to invite at this point, Dr. Peter Emuchay, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not hearing you. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. It's my pleasure to be here. And I want to give special recognition to the chairman of the occasion, Professor S.O. FAFORON, the CEO, the directors, and the team of image makers, and all the people who have secured one rank or the other and some entitlements today. I want to welcome everyone to this epoch-making occasion. We're about to unveil this great product, but before then, I want to make some very important statements today. I had already, the federal government is aware I'm here today, and whatever I'm going to speak is as an authority. I had called and discussed with the head of she wants to write a very beautiful address for this occasion. I said, we don't have office in Abuja. What do we do? So when after describing the products and Professor FAFORON, she shouted because she was my classmate. In fact, we were classmates about 41 years ago at the University College Hospital, Ibadan. She's a medical doctor too. So she said, I know the man. So she was excited and pulls her full support for these products. And because of time factor and that we don't have an office in Abuja, that's why she didn't send any written paper. And she said, my sending anything through email or WhatsApp, that the whole thing is loaded, that any WhatsApp that gets to her, even in 1 week's time, she can't get through. So she said, I should please send her greetings that her spirit is here and is part of this program. Secondly, still 2 days ago, I had spoken with the highest office holding doctor in Nigeria, who is the registrar of Nigerian Medical and Dental Council, Dr. Sanusi. He is the final authority as far as Nigeria is concerned. And the same time factor, he had requested for me to send him relevant things for him to write brief. Time interval also made it impossible for the brief to reach me as I'm speaking with you, and he sends his greetings. Now, there had been reports that young doctors are afraid to join because of the possibility that their licenses will be seized. Please, I want to tell you that nobody, as long as you are joining FAFORON or FAFOLife, can seize your license. So every medical doctor, dental doctor, whatever, physiotherapist, please. No person will seize your life. This is a legitimate business. This company did not enter Nigeria through back door. They have full registration of NAFDAC since 2002. Now, please, before we go for unveiling, listen to the following. When you are taking FAFORON, please take the proper measurement of 20 mils in the morning, 20 in the evening. True measurement. Don't drink it from the bottle to your mouth. If you drink it directly from the bottle, two things will happen. After some days, the medicine will start smelling. Secondly, the saliva from your mouth will start deactivating the chemicals there, so it will become less effective. Are you listening to me now? Please tell your patients not to drink directly from the bottle. Please do not give it to pregnant women. Did you hear what I'm saying? Don't give it to pregnant women. If you give it to them, nothing will happen to them. If you give it to pregnant women, nothing will happen to them. But if in the course of their taking it, something else caused them miscarriage, what do you think their doctors will point to? Innocent FAFORON will have fingers pointed to it. So please, don't do that. And I want to also, every medical doctor here knows that in those days, if you are traveling, we'll tell you there is something you must travel with, and that is flagyl. It will help you if you are putting on the road, if you are doing this or that. But what FAFORON contains is 20 times more than flagyl. It should be a household property. It should be found in every first aid box. Now, FAFORON is the only, are you listening to me? FAFORON is the only medical product I know now that is organic, that can destroy gram-negative comma-shaped bacteria which causes food poison. It is the only organic medication that can destroy it. Some years ago in Ibadan, there was a very big function of who is who in Premier Hotel, Ibadan. And they serve sumptuous diet, rice and salad and all those things. As soon as the function finished, big men and women, highly placed, started vomiting and purging. And it was a very big casualty. Now, any public function you attend, whether it's marriage, traditional church, birthday party, make sure, as long as you are eating outside your house or in a restaurant, have a bottle of FAFORON in your pocket. Once, no matter the food poison in that food, after eating it, just take what? 20 meals. You can go and sleep. Before myself and the chairman unveil this great product, I believe that even the producers of FAFORON don't know all about FAFORON. Because last 2 weeks in Calabar, we had a very major seminar. That hall was filled twice, morning and evening session. We had finished radio program, and I was rushing to the house from a radio program to to get ready to go for the seminar because I was the main speaker in terms of the medical aspect. A woman called me, said, "Sir, are you in the house? Please, I'm rushing with my sister, elder sister." So when she came, I looked at the woman was, since I became a doctor for, when you have been a doctor for not 20 or 30 years, more than that, you have seen a lot of things. So I saw her in the worst pain I've ever seen somebody since I became a doctor. So I gave what we call pentazocine, gave diazepam, gave acetaminophen, all combined, and injected this woman. The woman was still tearing in pain. And I knew they were waiting for me in the prestigious Nax Hotel and Towers in Calabar to deliver the lecture. So what I did was to open FAFORON bottle, the one I'm taking personally, because I have it permanently with me. And I gave to her. I gave more than enough quantity to her. Do you know what happened in the next 5 minutes? I'm not hearing you well. As soon as I gave this woman this FAFORON, the pain ceased. And I'm still wondering what is in this medicine up to today. I'm still wondering what is in it. The pain ceased. When I came back from the seminar, the people that were, because I was ready to do laparotomy on her. Because when a woman has that sort of pain, we open up to find out whether there's uterine rupture, ovarian rupture or something, or even appendix rupture. So that ceased it. As I came back, they said they want to go home. Till today, that pain had not come back. If you ask any doctor now, when I finish my tenure as chairman, medical advisory board in America, in a medical organization, that was July 3rd, 2020. I finished my tenure, and now I was looking at something that would be a standard. Haven't seen at that level. You know what it means for a Nigerian doctor to be made chairman of Medical Advisory Board America? You know what it means? So I was looking for something that will meet international standard. And there were companies that came to on their knees, promising me heaven and earth, just for me to identify and blow up the business. I tried them. Even they gave me products free. I'm telling you, complete free. But when Mr. Bognet called me from Lagos and said, "There is something, sir, I want you to consider." I said, "What is that?" He said, "The name is FAFORON." I said, "For what?" He said, "FAFORON." Before I knew it, he has sent me 3 bottles. Before God and man, the first 20 mils I took from the first bottle changed all my orientation. I want to stop here so that we can unveil this. Why am I going to this extent? So that when you are discharging or giving somebody FAFORON, you give it with confidence. You give it with what? Once you give it to a person, you can go and sleep. Except death and not sickness came. But as long as it's sickness, whatever it is, FAFORON will address it. One of the most difficult things to be tackled medically is elephantiasis. You heard when the CEO said it cleared a woman's elephantiasis. These are things that are purely phenomenal. Purely phenomenal. And please, if you know anybody who has sickle cell anemia, please, I beg you, because when the crisis comes, their cry is, God, take me home. I don't want to suffer it again. It's to that extent. If there's a lady I just finished handling, a graduate of University of Calabar, she has this frequently. The first day, she bought 1 bottle of FAFORON from me, and he came back after 2 weeks for review. I asked her, how is your crisis? He said, doctor, leave that one. Crisis is cleared. But something I never told you is that since I was born and reached age of menarche, where I started menses, not for 1 month have I seen my menses correct. But the first time I've taken this FAFORON, my menstruation has been normalized. Lastly, before we unveil, you have old parents at home. Those of you who are lucky to still have your parents alive. In addition to sending them money, remember the sufferings they gave, the sufferings they underwent because of you. When my mom was alive, as long as I hear of any supplement in this world, no matter how costly, I'll send it for her. Please, send your elderly parents at home. In addition to the monthly stipends you send to them, send them FAFORON for 1, eye impairment. As you are growing old, your vision will be going down. It will correct it. Number 2, as you are growing old, their memory will be declining. It will correct it. As they are growing old, arthritis will attack them. It will correct it. God bless you. Yeah.
Papa life in
very much. I want to call on the chairman of the occasion, Air Marshal Ladan, for his speech.
Thank you, Dr. Emuchay.
Well, I am not a medical doctor like Dr. Emuchay, but before I make my speech, let me quickly recognize Professor Samuel FAFORON, the CEO and his team. I also must recognize the wonderful team leaders here and the affiliates they came with, as well as their guests. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this occasion. Well, like I said, I am not a medical doctor, but what I can say about FAFORON is my own experience. And I want to share that experience with you. The first time this product drew my attention was when my mother, my own mother, used it. Somebody gave me and said it was good. So I sent it to my mother to try it. And 5 days later, I called her and asked her, that product I sent to you, what do you think about it? And I'm going to tell you her exact expression now. She went, where did you get that product? That product is wonderful. I have not been able to sleep very well, but since I started taking it, I've been sleeping well. Before taking FAFORON, even if she sleeps for 12 hours, she still wakes up tired. But after using FAFORON, sleeping 8 hours a day was sufficient to take care of her tiredness. That was when I began to get attracted to this product. Now, using it myself, I also had the same experience. Taking FAFORON allows me to sleep well in the evening. I sleep like a baby, and I wake up highly refreshed in the morning. My work is an energetic job, so I take FAFORON, and when I do take it, it helps me to work hard all through the day. I also take Spidex 19 because, of course, it helps to prevent infections and others. Now, when I get home, I have to work at home as well, especially in the evenings and in the nights. So I take Spidex 21, and it's been working very well for me. So team leaders, affiliates, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you to use the FAFOLife products. They are good. I have used it. I enjoy them. I also encourage you to use them. Thank you very much.
Please, before we leave the stage, I want you to know that unveiling FAFORON today simply means we are handing this business over to God. Did you hear what I said? We are handing this business over to who? Kingdoms rise and fall, companies come and go. But handing FAFOLife to God today means that FAFORON has come to stay. Amen? Can you give God a clap offering, everybody? And finally, three things to sustain this company must be in place. One is hard work, the other one is prayer, the third one is a peaceful Nigeria. Peaceful what? Peaceful what? Please, if you forget any other thing, don't forget to pray for this country every day until a new government takes over. God bless you all.